Hey guys, it's Jake here, and I'm guessing you already know what this video is going to be about and what this channel is going to be about. Um, it's just basically it's just going to be a channel focused on HPPD. I don't really know exactly what I'm going to do with it. I don't know how often I'm going to upload on it, but for now, I'm just going to put this up here, and whatever I do from now on will just be what I do. And it's just to share experiences, really, for different people suffering with this condition. So I guess I'll start with how I got HPPD. I got it 6 months ago now. I got it from LSD, as most people do. It's really common with people who took LSD. And it all started from just one bad night with taking LSD. I've taken LSD a total of 6 times in my life. So 5 or 6, I forget. So, I mean, there's proof right there that you don't need to take this a lot to get this. I mean, I got it after just messing around for a few months with this. So, I mean, it can come on pretty quickly. I graduated this year. I graduated about 6 months ago from high school, so I'm in college now. But yeah, I got it just after I graduated, and basically what happened was I was smoking weed with my friends one night, just like I always did. I mean, I was really just a pothead. Smoked weed all the time, and one night we all decided to drop acid, and this was kind of like, that wasn't the usual, but this wasn't like a huge deal. It was something like, all right, let's take this, let's have some fun tonight, We all took the tabs, and we all weren't really feeling too much. We were also smoking weed at the time, so this could have been why we weren't feeling too much, I think that's why I totally missed the acid come up, because an hour later and we still weren't feeling too much. So we, us being the stupid basically teens, decided to take more. And I took another tab. Now, this was the first time I've ever taken another tab. Before, I've only done one tab. And I've had a strong tab before, but I've never taken 2 full tabs. And, well, more or less full. Like, it was more like a tiny bit of it went to my other friend, but I had a good, like, 80% of the tab. So I took 1 tab and then 80% of another tab. And I'm going to go ahead and say that these tabs were definitely not street dose, like normal 80 to 100 micrograms. These were closer to about 150, maybe 160 micrograms a tab. Because it hit me like a 300 microgram trip would hit somebody. I was like spaced out. I was totally out of it when it hit me. And the biggest thing, I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't ready for something that dose. Mentally, I wasn't ready. My cat's right next to me, so. But wasn't ready for it, and it hit me like a sack of bricks. It really did. Like when it hit me, I full on just freaked out, and for the next 12 hours, I was freaking out. I wouldn't say 12 hours. I guess I enjoyed the last few hours of the trip when I calmed down and I just realized, you're gonna be okay. My friends were there with me. They were pretty helpful through it. They were tripping too, by the way. But yeah, after that night, I woke up the next day just fine. Just fine. I continued to smoke weed. Weed high was still pretty normal. Nothing really changed. And over the course of time, I started noticing different weird things going on with my vision. I walked up my stairs one day and I saw that a box in the corner of the room when I walked up the hallway just kind of wiggled, and I thought that was really weird. And I saw it happen again 3 days later, and that's when I really caught my attention, because I was like, okay, I've seen this now twice and I can't explain it. What is this? So that was my first symptom that came on. The second was my weed high started to change. It started to feel more like a acid high, more like instead of that stoned, grounded feeling you get when you're smoking weed, that chilled out feeling, is more of a hyper alert stage. Where when I smoked it, I was kind of like, I just felt like my mind was really psychoactive, like I had taken LSD, like the mindset you get when you're taking LSD, and totally different high. So I noticed that right off the bat, and I mean, over the course of a month, more and more visual alterations, I guess you could say, came on. I started to see after images, static, auras over lights, and everything to what I have today, trails. When I go into a dark room, I can take my phone, wave it in front of my face, and I'll see a big, long trail following where my phone was. So things like that. And that's pretty much how I got HPPD. Today, I can't smoke weed. If I do, I just go into a full-on panic attack and basically trip balls. Like literally, like I smoke weed. It's gonna sound crazy to people who've never heard of HPPD, but I smoke weed, trip balls. Everything starts to get distorted. Walls start to breathe and come towards me, and then get small and go away. Like I'm in a fun house. So I mean, that's crazy. I mean, I haven't smoked weed now in 6 months. I had to stop. I had to quit cold turkey. I used to smoke it every day. It used to be the social thing that me and my friends did. Now that's over with. I can't do that anymore. For people that are struggling with HPPD, I can tell you, I just want you to know that life does go on. You will continue to improve. 6 months later, I would say overall, I'm in a better state than where I was when I started. When I started, I was panicking all the time, anxiety like crazy. Couldn't go out with my friends, didn't want to. I get anxiety anywhere I went. Still to this day, I still get a little bit of anxiety when I go out, just from the visuals. So it's just, it still affects me day to day, but I've come a long ways. My visuals are still there 100%. It's just how I've looked at it has changed. And the one thing I want you guys to get out of this is that give it time. Time is a huge factor in this. And I don't know. I really don't know what else to say for this first video. I just kind of wanted to get that info out there, give you guys a bit of what it's like for me, how I got it. And yeah, so, I don't know. I can't tell you exactly when I'll put the next video up. If I'm going to put a next video up, I probably will. But this video is just to get more awareness out there. I'm not going to say that there's not enough info on HPPD out there, because there's thousands of forums out there you can read. I spent myself 6 months looking at all of them. I can honestly say I've pretty much read every single thing there is to read about HPPD on the internet. So in that aspect, there really, I guess, isn't a lot out there. But there's enough to get you an idea of what it's like and how to start improving. I personally use Reddit. I used to look at HPPD online, but you can't really make a new account on there anymore. Something's wrong with the server or something. You only existing accounts can post on there. So I just took to the HPPD Reddit. And yeah, so that I guess that wraps up my first video. I'll come out with a second one with a different topic on HPPD. I just wanted to throw this out there for you guys to go ahead and look at and just get a different perspective on somebody else's HPPD. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.